International Day of Sthapatya Ved, अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्थापत्य वेद दिवस मैं यूनाइटेड नेशंस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से, इंटरनेशनल सारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से ये आह्वान करता हूँ कि इंटरनेशनल स्थापत्य वेद दिवस, इंटरनेशनल डे ऑफ स्थापत्य वेद should be celebrated each year on the Vishkarma Day. That is the first architect on this earth. He took birth long back. And this year onwards, we must start to celebrate International Day of Sthapatya Ved, because it is very necessary to understand the requirement to celebrate this day, because now whatever scenario we are seeing all around us compels us to think that having development in all branches of physical level, material level, luxury, technological level, what is the reason that we are unable to solve the problems which are there in the world? Why every individual is not contained? Nature has given enough. Nature has given everything in abundance. But what is it that makes the human psyche so narrow, so that one is confined in narrowest boundaries made by the human itself, and they are caged in that? Nature wants everything to be utilized in abundance, and it is so high. Nature has made sky, air, the height. We find high air up to too much height, we can't access that by physique. Of course, by plane we reach that, and after that there is a space, that is vacuum. But why nature has made that? Why? Because nature wants that when you are on the ground, you should not reach to that highest level, that height, so that you reach the last point of gases. Why? Because nature wants to give you everything in abundance. When nature wants everybody to enjoy abundance, no animal stores in the way the man does. We won't talk about insects. We won't talk about insects. We will talk about animals. So they don't store like human beings. What is it? What is it? Let us see that if they don't have the psyche, they don't have the trust, they don't have the faith in the universe, the energy, the power which has made themselves. This is distrust, mistrust, or misunderstanding of the power which has made you. So how to understand that power? The importance to understand that power is so big now, because we find that all technological development are misused in every way. If we say that we are developing or we are downgrading ourselves. If a man is killing, destroying cultures, destroying human beings, destroying such a beautiful cities, roads, small innocent kids, what type of development it is? We have killed our emotions. We have killed our intellect, that intellect which has the power to diagnose things, to analyze things, what is good, what is bad. We are going beyond limits to that destructive tendencies which is destroying the nature. Nature will punish it badly. Nature is going to punish very badly. So we must try to understand that the whole earth is an architecture, is a building, is a habitation, place of habitation. And nature has made it so beautifully that it has more than enough food, water, air, sun, minerals, everything for everybody. Like one very great person said that nature has enough for everybody's need, but nature has not enough for even a single person's greed. So how to come out of that? Everybody is envying, seeing others. Everybody has its own. Lotus is lotus, rose is rose, jasmine is jasmine. Every individual is unique. Every individual is unique. We have 5, 6, 7 billion people. Every face is different. Every voice is different. Every talent is different. There is no need to make rivalry and jealous and just fighting for supremacy and all that. There is no need to do that. Just in few years, everybody has to leave the body. No, nothing will remain here. So whatever short time we have on this earth, let us make it happy, healthy, blissful. Not to making others short, cut short and killing and ruling, trying to overpower. What all these nonsenses are. We must try to understand. We must try to understand why we came on the earth. That is why the purpose of life is a must, which must be known by everybody. The Sthapatya Ved is the knowledge of the self. Sthapatya Ved is knowledge of nature, and Sthapatya Ved is dynamics of interrelationship between self and nature. We must try to understand that every individual has come on earth to nourish mother. Nobody destroys it. We must be thankful. We must nourish mother nature. Whatever we can. Everybody has some potential. Everybody has some dimension of creativity and thinking and intellect. So Vedic science, Sthapatya Ved, gives you the knowledge that how this whole universe is made and how this whole universe is interrelated. Everything is independent, but how beautifully it is interdependent. If we hurt a single animate or inanimate object, it is going to hurt you only. Try to understand. If we are trying to disturb or harass or destroy or demoralize any single animate or inanimate object, it is going to hurt you. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it is destined. So Sthapatya Ved tells you how the nature, how the universe is made, how structures are made, how town plannings are made, how houses are made, and why all these things are made, and how all these things are made in accordance with natural law, so that and every individual can be nourished by right sun, right radiation, right winds, right magnetic field, in right proportion, with right colors, with right everything. So when we will try to follow principles of Sthapatya Ved, every individual will be contained, satisfied physically, mentally, and spiritually. Physically, the person who is physically sick Like we know that it is said that healthy mind lives in a healthy body. When body is not healthy, body is sick, then that causes pain, anguish, anger in mind, and mind becomes sick. When mind becomes sick, then it causes destruction, it causes negativity in the society, it causes all sort of pollution. Huh? There is not a single type of pollution, there are many types of pollution. It is pollution of nature, pollution of behavior, pollution of social, psychological, emotional. Many types of pollutions are there. And who causes it? All those people who are physically sick, and that's why they are mentally sick, and they make whole society sick. And whatever least power, as soon as they get leastest power, they try to misuse it. Whenever they get leastest opportunity, they convert that opportunity in destruction, in making everything polluted. That's why the knowledge of Sthapatya Ved, application of Sthapatya Ved is very, very, very necessary in everybody's life, on every longitude, latitude. Every country must think of it, because there are many, many diseases, many psychological diseases, many parapsychological problems, metaphysical problems. All those are called invited by not making right construction of houses, town planning, and by doing this, we are making our citizens sick. We have brilliant, comprehensive, and compound knowledge of all that. So I request leaders, head of states of every country, of United Nations, of course, what relevance it has now, that is a different question. How pathetic things are happening in, all the continents. Such a beautiful country, such a beautiful people, such a nice environment, such a nice landscape is being destroyed by all these negative psyche. Why all these things? So just try to revive knowledge of Sthapatya Ved, try to revive it, apply it on every level. Every house should be made in accordance with Sthapatya Ved. Every town plan should be made in accordance with Sthapatya Ved. Every country planning should be made in accordance with Sthapatya Ved. Gardens, landscaping, everything. And there is great lakhs and lakhs, millions types of houses are given by name, by varieties. We have every detail that what causes what houses makes you happy, what causes a sickness, what causes victory, what causes, everything is there. So that's why our GDP was that high. Everybody was, all these Chinese travelers said that nobody falls sick in India. It is not merely Indian knowledge, because this is knowledge of Chakravarti Rajas. Chakra means circle, Raja means king. It is knowledge of when every king, many kings were Chakravarti. Chakravarti means those kings who ruled the globe, whole globe. It means it is a universal knowledge, because in a Sthapatya Vedic text, we have the knowledge of all types of mountains, all type of ocean, all type of forestry, all type of people. Here people with golden hair, they live. Here these types of people live. Here this type of vegetation is found. It describes so beautifully that if you go through it, you will be surprised to know that how thousand years ago they described the shape of India. Everybody thinks that navigation was not there. They say how this curve like bow India is shaped. All the Rameshwaram and or Kanyakumari. So what types of all divisions, geographical division is there, types of vegetation is there, and what construction, what building, what town plan is good for what, to create best of health, wealth and spirit. Those things are given there. Dandak, Nandyavt, Sarvatobhadra, Padmak, Karmuk, Prastar, Chaturmukh. There are many types of town plannings are given. Dhruv, Dhan, Jaya, Nand, Khar, Kaan, Sumukh, Dumukh. There are lakhs and lakhs types of houses are there. Along with the result, what house results in what manner. So it means, because what if we try to find out the reason behind all these destructive tendencies, all these, that is the vacuum, that is the kshobh, that is the negativity within inside of human beings, which is causing destruction and negativity outside. So if we make every individual contained, physically healthy, mentally satisfied, spiritually evolved, seeing everybody as a family, everybody as part of this whole, which is vibrating, reverberating together. And if we realize that how each and every part of this universe is very well interwoven, interconnected, how it nourishes each other simultaneously, and how it destructs simultaneously if disturbed in any form. So this is the right time to revive Sthapatya Ved. I request all the countries, head of all countries and head of United Nations, whatever organizations are working for international peace, international harmony, Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, the whole world is of one family. All those things should and must rethink what we are doing on every level. So I request everybody, national and on international level, that we must declare Vishkarma Day as the International Day of Sthapatya Ved. It will create great awareness about Sthapatya Ved, which is knowledge of interconnecting self to the universe, every individual consciousness to universal consciousness, every human being with the universe. And if we follow principles of Sthapatya Ved, every individual will become cosmic. Every individual will start feeling interconnected with everybody on this earth, whatever longitude, latitude, geographical, political boundary one lives in. So this is very, very important knowledge. I again and again request every country's head, all the social, political, all types of leaders of the world to rethink and revive and re-establish the knowledge, great knowledge of Sthapatya Ved, and declare International Day of Sthapatya Ved, Vishkarma Jayanti, when the first architect of the universe was born. So we must try to revive, re-establish the knowledge of that architecture, that town planning, which makes every individual happy, healthy, contained and connected to the universe. And one starts feeling that everything is part of my own self. So everybody is connected. So when we start feeling that, then all the destructive tendencies, negative tendencies, fighting, envying, rivalry, all those things will vanish. It is not utopian thought. It is not merely a thought. It is very well proven by the history of Vedic sciences, And we have plenty of examples how the people were living in Ramraj as everybody was contained. No evil was there. So we must try to revive those branches of knowledge which are absolutely in alliance with natural law, which nourishes everybody, which makes and keeps everybody satisfied, contained, happy, blissful on physical, mental and spiritual level. So again and again I invite every political head, social head, country's head, all presidents, all prime ministers, President of United Nations, that we must declare Vishkarma Jayanti Day as the day, international day of Sthapatya Ved. Think and implement it as soon as possible for the sake of welfare of this lovely Mother Earth.